ang inaprobahan po na pondo para sa MAIP sa 2024 ka. Walang dapat matanggihan na pasyente dahil lahat naman sila ay nangangailangan at bayan ang pupunta rito. Tandaan natin, pera po ito ng mga kababayan. May we know po kung sino sa mga inimbita ang hindi nakadalo ngayong araw na ito. Meron ho ba? Sa mga na-invited nyo po.
Halos kompleto naman po, sir, except po for the DENR na wala po silang resource person, meron po sila technical observer, and ang sabi po ng taga-DENR na they will answer the issue this week, sir, kasi wala po yatang available na tao na sasagot doon sa issue ng cutting of trees regarding sa Malasakit Program Center building. Yun lang po. So, they promise to answer the issue
Pero
within this week.
napadalhan po sila ng invitation.
Yes, sir. Apo.
For those who did not give any reason for their absence, we direct the committee secretary to ask them kung anong rason and to issue a show cause order and explain their absence. Tanungin nyo lang kung mas importante ba yung lakad nila ngayong araw na ito kaysa sa usapan natin dito. If they continue to ignore the invitation of this committee in the next hearings, pipilitan tayong mag-issue ng subpoena. Kundi, sumbong ko sila kay Sen. Rafi. It is well within our power and mandate to conduct hearings in aid of legislation. Article 6, Section 21 of the 1987 Constitution provided that the Senate or the House of Representatives or any of its respective committees may conduct inquiries in aid of legislation in accordance with its duly published rules of procedure. Section 1 of the Senate Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation provides that the Senate or any of its committees may conduct formal inquiries or investigations in aid of legislation in accordance with these rules. Such inquiries may refer to the implementation or re-examination of any law or appropriation or in connection with any proposed legislation or the formulation of, or in connection with future legislation or will aid in the review or formulation of a new legislative policy or enactment. May we request the COMSEC to administer the oath of the resource person who have not taken their oath last hearing, COMSEC?
Yung pong mga tinawag ko na wala po last week at dito ngayon, may we request them to stand up, raise your right hand, and para po mag-swear.
Yeah, yung hindi lang po, okay na yung tapos na last week,
Yung last
meeting.
Apo. So, taas po natin kanang kamay natin. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry in aid of legislation of the Committee on Health and Demography? I do po. Maraming salamat po. You may now sit.
Let me give my brief opening remarks. Last month, we conducted a hearing to discuss measures that would further strengthen our healthcare system. Particular dito, pinag-usapan natin ang pagpapabuti at pag-upgrade ng mga public health facilities sa buong bansa. No? Sa hearing, binigyan diin ko rin po ang pag-invest sa ating healthcare system ay isang mahalagang pamumuhunan para sa kinabukasan ng bansa. Naniniwala po ako na katumbas po ng kalusugan ay buhay po ng bawat Pilipino. Given this, we heard last hearing the manifestations of our counterparts from the House of Representatives on various bills seeking to establish and upgrade public hospitals all over the country. I fully support the intent and objective of these local bills, but if we are to pass this, I reiterate the need to ascertain the commitment of the DBM and the Department of Health as to the implementation and funding of these local bills. Ayaw po natin na maging white elephant ito, pasa-pasa tayo, tas hindi naman po magagamit at masasayang po. Dapat siguraduhin na ang bawat ospital ay may sapat na pondo para po sa pagpapatakbo at pagpapanatili sa mga ito. Hindi dapat ito maging white elephant or unfunded loss. Today, we shall hear one by one the position of the DOH and DBM on each local bill in our agenda. In relation to this, we will also continue to look into the implementation of the Philippine Health Facility Development Plan. It is crucial to know the priorities of the DOH and DBM in funding the construction, repair, or rehabilitation of various public health facilities. As I have mentioned in the last hearing, we passed 69 laws during the 18th Congress for the upgrade and establishment of various public hospitals all over the country. Ako po ang principal sponsor ng mga ito as Vice Chairman po ng Committee on Finance. We also advocated for the construction of more than 700 super health centers from 2022 to 2024. This Congress, we authored and principally sponsored. Priority po ito ni Senate President Mig Zubiri at ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos. Ito pong Republic Act 11959, also known as the Regional Specialty Centers Act, which mandates the establishment of regional specialty centers within DOH regional hospitals. Maganda po ang layunin ng batas at ng programang ito, kaya dapat ma-implementa po ito. It's a multi-year plan of the government. We do not want white elephants. We need operational health facilities para sa ating mga kababayan. In this hearing, we shall hear the presentation of the DOH on the status of the implementation of these projects and programs. Importante po, updated ang komite at Senado sa progress ng mga proyektong ito. While we endeavor to improve our health facilities, we also exerting efforts to enhance and make more accessible the medical assistance programs of the government. It is for this reason we passed Republic Act 11463 or the Malasakit Centers Act to ensure that medical assistance would be available to patients in public hospitals, particularly in DOH hospitals. We want to be constantly updated on the implementation of this law. Umapila po ako na gamitin po ang pondo ng ng gobyerno para sa ating mga mahirap nating kababayan. Kaya nga po tinawag itong MAIP, Medical Assistance for Indigent Patients. Tandaan natin, sa 2024 GAA, 58 billion ang inaprubahan po na pondo para sa MAIP sa 2024 GAA. Walang dapat matanggihan na pasyente dahil lahat naman sila ay nangangailangan at mga mahirap nating kababayan ang pupunta rito. Tandaan natin, pera po ito ng mga kababayan natin. Para po ito sa mga mahirap. We need to be updated on the balances and utilization from time to time. Aside from the medical assistance, equally important is the health insurance provided by the government. Lahat po ng Pilipino ay miyembro ng PhilHealth, kaya gusto po nating marinig sa PhilHealth kung ano ho ba yung mga magagandang programa nito. We want to examine the coordination between the DOH and PhilHealth in the implementation of each other's program, particularly on the availability of PhilHealth programs in public health facilities. Kaya tayo naglagay ng super health centers para mailapit po ang serbisyo medical sa ating mga kababayan at siguraduhin natin na may serbisyo po na makukuha sa mga super health centers. Dapat guided po ang LGUs paano sila ma-accredit ng sa super health centers. Dahil yung iba, hindi nila alam anong gagawin nila. Nandiyan na yung super health center, gusto na nila magpakonsulta, pwede naman silang maging libre po ito through konsulta program po ng PhilHealth.